Hey Soup, welcome back. It's Claytano, and yes, we're going to be answering the tough questions today. The very, very tough question, and that is, which Homo best fills your hole? And to be honest, I mean, let's be serious here. So there's a lot of different ways that you can build your homunculus, but there's many people asking me, should I build wind? Should I build water? Should I build water top tier? Should I build water top bottom tier? Like, what should I do? And every single one of the homunculuses are actually useful in different areas of the game. Every single one has useful skills that could be, helpful for your team in Summoner's War. So to say like this one's the best one, this one's the best one, or this one's the best one, it's really you can't really say that. It's which Homo best fills your hole. So what monster are you lacking? What area of the game are you lacking in that you want to build? And if you make a mistake, if you build the wrong one, who cares? Don't worry, you can always just switch it right back over. You can switch it right back over. I mean, if you look at the skill evolution of all these, okay, look. It has, 5 levels, right? 5 levels for the first turn. There's, how many levels? Look at 6 levels for this second skill. And then the last one here, 5 levels for the last skill. Okay, every single one of these has the same thing, okay? Same thing. So no matter which skill you devil mon or which skill you level up, you're always gonna have that no matter what different monster you make. You can reset it and you'll have all the same skills right back up. Right back to where you need it. See? Okay? It's perfectly fine. Like, it's perfectly fine. Just you reset your skills and you're done. You just go right back to where you want to be. So let's talk about the water one. Okay, let's talk about the water one, the one that I personally made, and I'll show you guys a brief damage kind of show of the water one since that's the one that I built so far. And I'm going the bottom route for water, and that's this skill here, the one that freezes, and then it goes into attacks all enemies and freezes for 25% chance. I don't need to read all the skills to you guys, but you get it. I'm going this route because I want something that can help me with TOA hard, and that's what I need. There's not a lot of water nukes in the game either, and I figured this one's gonna be a decent one. He does decent damage already with the way I built mine, which isn't really that much damage at all, and he does pretty good damage, okay? But I'll show you guys between mine and then one that is built for damage with the second skill as well. So, okay, let's just do that first because that's the most fun, right? Let's go take a look. Let's take a look at mine. Let's not do that. We'll actually use some energy here. Okay, we'll go to Phymon Hell, and we'll put mine on, which is here. Okay, Scat Fetus. Shout out one time. And it is Despair Will because it has 3 AoEs. It has 3 AoEs. So why not build it Despair? I would say you could either build it Despair or Violent. That's 2 great ways. Whether it's Despair, whether that's the best build or not, it's what I had. It's just spare runes that I had to put on the homunculus right now. I don't really need it right now, but it's just in preparation for right now because that's what I had, okay? Don't think that this is the way that you need to build your homunculus, okay? Just keep in mind, this is just for right now, okay? I have his second skill right now where it actually is another AoE, so I'll show you guys that, and then the first skill, and then the third skill I'm getting rid of. I'm going to switch it over for the freeze AoE, not the dots. I'm using the freeze because, again, I have enough dots with Zeros, I have enough dots with Beretta. I don't need more dots, I just need more stunning capabilities from my monsters, so that's why this homunculus fills my hole completely. Thank you, Comptilus. Okay, so let's put him in. We'll put him in, and then of course we want Galleon to just kind of, increase both of his things. Now, if you look at it, okay, so this is 173, right? 173 speed. Look how much this is, 174 speed. And then look at the Galleon, 175 speed. Wow, that's a big jump. I wish it wasn't that much of a difference, but anyway, here we go. Damage in Phymon Hell with Zeros and Galleon, defense break, and attack buff, okay? It's gonna go after Galleon, but before, and here you go. Okay, so about 15,000, right? 15,000. It's not the craziest damage, but it's on turn 1 and it's an AoE. It does plenty enough. It's plenty enough that I need. Okay, now let's try it again for the turn 2. Again, this is not double mod up. You guys saw the attack power was like 830 something, like super, super low. Built with speed slot 2. I'll show you guys later though, a much, much heavier hitting one. Okay. Damn you. Violent proc. Okay, here we go. Turn 2. No double mod. 20k. Okay? So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Let's take a look at something else. Let's take a look at a higher level one. If you look at AK-47, he actually has the next step, the next evolution of the skill up in front of mine, and that's where it strikes 3 times. His is built Rage Will with so much more attack, so much more crit damage, so that way you guys can see the difference, okay? Look at that compared to his, okay? And I want to go into a little bit higher level so that way everything doesn't just die immediately, because we want to get skill 1 and then we also want to get skill 2, okay? So let's do it. Let's do it. And then I'll show you guys Aryuki's, because his is a wind one. And I'll tell you guys what the wind one will be good for as well. Okay, so we're gonna go skill 3. Okay, we're just gonna do turn 1, right? Skill 1. Okay, not as much as I was hoping for. Not as much as I was hoping for, but still not bad. I was hoping for a lot more. I really was. It was about 20k with Rage Will. Okay. 5k without any defense breaks or anything like that. It's not horrible. Damn, that one just does not want to. Okay. Here we go. 3 times now. Decrease the attack bar by 30% with 50% chance for each. Here we go. 8, 16, 24. So really not a whole lot different than mine, right? Even though his is built with so much more damage, it's really not a whole lot different. It's really not. I'm sitting here kind of surprised myself. I'm gonna show you guys the 3rd skill damage. I'll show you guys the 3rd skill damage. Or not. Or not. Oh my. Or not. Okay, I'm not gonna show you guys the 3rd skill damage because he's gonna be dead by the time. So we'll move on to. But okay, so of course, Five on Hell, actually, to be honest, has a lot more defense than the first one. So I guess the damage is a little skewed. So I mean, just to be fair, let's be fair. Okay, let's be fair. Because I should have done this in the first place with mine anyway. And we're not going to take forever to do that. So we'll just do this, 3 or 2. That's fine. Second skill, 15k. So it does, I feel like it does split up the damage more, obviously. Even though it's 3 times, it splits up the damage. So it doesn't just take what you're normally hitting and just do it again. So what is the water one good for? The water one's good for, like I said, TOA. It's good for arena offense. If you kind of take a look, let me see if I have a good example for one. Probably not a good example. Okay. Do I want to take out my toes? No, I don't want to take out my toes. Okay, hold on. Let me try to find. This will be fine. This will be fine. It'll be fine. So here's what's gonna happen. You guys can use it on AO just like this, where again I speed tuned mine using the spare runes. He's not completely done, so just keep that in mind. But he's gonna go right when he needs to go. Okay? He's gonna go exactly at the time that he needs to go, as long as they don't like kill me first, because I don't have any shield runes on this team. Oh my gosh, this is not happening right now. Okay, so let's take a look. So what I want, I probably want to decrease the attack bar on this one. So let's just do it. Horrible damage in the arena compared to you know, Xyros or Tosi, of course, but again, it's completely not skilled up. So you guys don't think that it's gonna just be horrible. It's completely unskilled up. It has horrible like runes on it right now, and plus there's a Molly and there was a Darien. So, but I'm just showing you guys how you can use it in the arena effectively. And look, so it comes back to life, and you can see how this works now. This is the same thing for all of Homunculus. It does whatever it wants to do. It does whatever it wants to do. You can't control it. It's just like putting it on auto and letting you just do whatever it wants, like I said. Okay? So it's good for AO, it's good for TOA hard. What else is it good for? I don't know, maybe some dungeons here and there, but that's about it. Okay? Let's take a look at the wind one. Where's the wind one? Homunculus. Skill evolution. Also, if you wanted to go this way, it absorbs their attack bar, but I would say if you're doing the TOA route or the water route anyway, this one, the magic chain, is going to be much better. Between the freeze and the continuous damage, it's up to you whether you have a lot of continuous damage dots already or not. For this one, attacks enemies weakens their defense. If you don't have Galleon, that might be a nice option. Portion to max HP and weakens the defense for 2 turns. That's just single target, so keep that in mind. Number of enemies defeated. Cooldown of ice explosion will be decreased. Wow. So it's kind of like Teshar's skill, but on a much lower scale. So if you kill one person, it just gets decreased by 1 turn, which it has a 4-turn skill cooldown once it's fully skilled. So it's not like a whole lot, unless you're killing a lot of enemies at one time, you're clearing a lot of waves, doing a lot of damage. Then yes, that could be pretty cool. You can. Would it be better on AO? I would say probably not, but you never know. It's like another option, I guess. Whatever. Pushes the target's max HP and reduces the target's attack bar to 0. This is probably good for like if you don't have a Beretta, like for bossing in TOA hard, I would say, but not really for arena in my opinion. Okay, let's take a look at the wind one, because that's the one that Ariyuki has, and we're going to check out the damage for that one. Shock Ray serves HP recovery for 2 turns. This one, again, serves recovery HP per turn, destroys max HP by 10%, so basically destroy runes. But this is the one that you guys are kind of want to be interested in, mainly for Necro. If you guys are struggling with Necro, this is a good option, especially with raids. Any sort of like PvE content, this is going to be your go-to. I would say not any sort of PvE, but mainly the raids, mainly Necro. Those would be what you want. Okay. Attacks the enemy target to decrease the attack speed for 2 turns. Again, of course, for raids, that's amazing. Attacks the enemy 3 times to decrease the attack speed for 2 turns. So that's just higher chance to decrease the attack speed. And the branding effect. So this is, again, better for raids, better for Necro. That one right there. 3 times we can defense, lose a branding effect for 2 turns. Huge damage will be dealt, inflicted in the end. Okay, more branding. 5 times, damage increases at the same target gets hit again. Okay, so anytime there's just one monster one monster. This is going to throw all 5 of those attacks into that same monster, and it's going to increase the damage every single time it hits that same monster. Okay, so it's kind of like Katarina skill or phase skill, where it just goes random, but the more it hits in the same monster, it increases the damage. That's kind of how it's explained. Let's go take a look at the damage here. We'll go to same Phaimon Hell. Not Rift, that's not what I wanted to click. And let's take a look at Ares runes. Violent Revenge, of course, what you want for Necro, okay? That's a Necro build if I ever saw one, and he has already Devilmond his a little bit, so we can see he's got the first skill all maxed up. He's got the branding one, like I said, remember the one that's better for raids. He's got that one all maxed up, or not maxed up, but added in. And then he's got this one for right now, by 20% for each harmful effect on the enemy, which is not bad. That's not bad. Okay. He has it built with a lot of attack, decent amount of crit rate, but not really too much anything else besides that. So how much damage is it going to do? Not sure. It's more built attack, crit rate, attack. It's kind of like that's a weird build, but we're going to try it out. We're going to do it anyway. What is she running? So hers is about the same as mine, looks like. We'll see. Alright, let's go do some damage testing. Some damage testing. This is the wind one. Alright, so we're going to do skill 1. Attacks the enemy 3 times, disturbs the HP recovery for 2 turns with a 50% chance. Here we go. Okay, not bad. And we get another attack right away. So this is the branding one. Attacks the enemy target to decrease their attack speed and leave a branding effect for 2 turns. About 11k. But it put all that branding on, so that's, you know, more damage. It's cool. And then we'll do skill 3 here as well. And this is not probably one that he's going to keep. It attacks the enemy target and inflict damage. Increases for each harmful effect. So the more harmful effects, the more it's going to do. 23k. Again, it's not built for as much damage as you'd think for that one that Ares using right now. But it's fine for Necro, it's fine for whatever else. Oh yeah, so there's my dragon, BD dubs. And then just to kind of go real quick over the fire one, this is the one that everybody kind of starts off with. And from what my understanding is for the skills, once you start off with fire, you can reset the skill, but you don't have to re-evolve the skills. So if you're looking to switch over to a different one, again, this isn't proven 100%, but from my understanding, you can go with whatever route that you're planning to go with, like the water one, with fire, just in case it's easier to get the fire ones for you than it is for water. Okay, so that might be a good thing for newer players to know, is if you can farm, like if your specific monsters are really great for one dungeon that they're not for wind, like wind, that dungeon for me is super hard. You know, I think the maximum that I got on it was S. The maximum that I got on fire was triple S. The maximum I got on water is double S. So really, the difference between those two, in my opinion, that, you know, it's kind of a toss-up. Might as well just do water right off the bat. But if I was trying to legitimately go for a wind homunculus, there's no way that I would be able to farm that quickly enough. So I would keep it at the fire, and then I would just go up the ranks as far as it goes, wherever I want to go as well. Again, I'm not sure if you can switch trees when you switch the homunculus, so I would try to just go with whatever route you're planning to go with the wind one. But you can see it says you can evolve without using additional materials after the reset up to level where the skill has been evolved and the power up level will not be reset. Boom. the power up level will not be reset. That's awesome, right? So you don't have to do all the work again, you just have to do it once. But for the fire one, you know, a lot of people are saying if you don't have a fire AoE, which a lot of people don't, if you don't have Zeros, if you don't have Zeros, that there's really not other fire options for AoE damage if that's what your team needs. If that's the hole that you need to fill, that's what you would want to have, okay? So just to kind of review the skills real quick, attacks your target 4 times, leaves continuous damage. Attacks enemy to decrease the attack speed for 2 turns. Attacks enemy target to decrease the attack speed, leaving branding effect. That's kind of like the other wind one. 3 times decrease the attack speed. Target inflict damage decreased by 30% for each harmful effect on the enemy. 4 times to inflict continuous damage for 1 turn. Okay, so that's kind of. I mean that might be good for Necro, but I think the wind would still outplay it a little bit. This one attacks enemy target to inflict continuous damage for 1 turn, 3% chance increase according to the attack speed. Okay, so this is cool because the damage increases according to the attack speed on a lot of these as well, from what I remember. Yep, damage increase according to the attack speed. This one as well. Attacks the enemy target to weaken the defense for 2 turns and increase your attack bar by 50%. Not bad. Inflict damage increase according to the attack speed of both you and the target. So the more the attack speed the target has, the more attack speed you have, the more damage you deal. Attacks all enemies to inflict damage. The damage increases according to the attack speed. So this is it. I was waiting for it because this is an AoE that is based off your attack speed. This is a skill, this is a skill that is based off your attack speed, and then this is a skill that is based off your attack speed. So all 3 of his skills are based off of his attack speed. Yes, if you do it that way. So that would be the build that you would do, is this for attack speed, because anytime you scale off attack speed, the faster you are, the more damage you're going to do. That allows you to build it so much faster with kind of removing other types of damage outputs. So like Lagmaron, like what's the water one's name? The water chimera, yeah, that guy. Teor, yes, Teor. You know, they can do so much damage just because they have the attack speed squall. Same with what's his name, Sean, that other guy. Man, I want Sean. But yeah, so that, I mean, does the fire one excite me? It really doesn't. The wind one and the water one are probably the most exciting to me, but again, that's because I have Zeros. A lot of people don't have Zeros. If you need a lot of holes filled, if you're kind of, you know, putting yourself out there a lot to try to fill a lot of holes, you know, just go with the one that you need the most. If it's a dungeon that you need to finish that this can help you out with, use that one. You know, do the normal progression of the game. If you need a TOA monster but you're not at a level to even worry about TOA yet, don't go with the water one. You know, go with the one that's going to get your Necro team down. Go with the one that's going to get your, you know, Dragons team down, because I'm pretty sure for the water one as well, there's a different route that you can go through that that actually removes buffs. Yeah, remove a beneficial effect and freezes the target. So that would be good for Dragons B10. It really would be. And then you have weakens the target defense. Like, yeah, that's good for Dragons too. The target's max HP and weakens the defense at the same time. That's great for Dragons. It's exactly what you need. Attacks the enemy to weaken the defense for 2 turns. No, this would probably be better, because it weakens the defense and it deals damage proportionate to max HP. Unless you want to build like for attack power, but I think this would be a better option for Dragons. According to the number of enemies defeated, you're probably not going to want to use that on Dragon. Well, maybe. No, just go this one. Just go this one for Dragons. Yeah, because you're going to want to nuke it down. So that would be the build, this one for Dragons down here. And then you could build it tanky even. Unless you wanted to wave clear, then do that one. But again, it's really up to you guys. If you have a wave clearing monster for dragons, then why do you need a wave clear? Just do more damage based on max HP. That's the enemies, right? The target's max HP. Yep. So that's really it. It's sorry it took me so long to make a video about it, but I was still trying to figure it out myself. So hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please place your comments in the comment section below, and I will try to get to it, I promise. If there's a specific type of dungeon that you need help with, or I probably won't answer super specific questions, but if you give everything to me, say, hey, which one should I do for blank, I'll try to help you out with that. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay soupy. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.